Jana here. I wanted to show you how to use this photo effects template that I created. That is an easy plugin template that you just plug your picture and the effect is done for you. I want to say first that this just works with Photoshop CC or any version of Photoshop that has smart objects. This doesn't work with Photoshop Elements, so you would have to have Photoshop to create the plug and play. First, you're gonna receive the template with this picture here that I put from on Splash, and then you're gonna put your own picture on top of it to replace this picture. So this is the picture that we have here, and how we're going to do this, you're going to see here that this is a smart object, and we're going to double click here. Now what you open is the smart object, and the smart object works like a layered template in Photoshop. You're going to put your picture on another layer on top of this photo here. So you make sure you are on the smart objects open here, not on the PSD. So it's good that happens so you can see here. We can always move this later, so I'm gonna show you. Very important step, after you accept it, you're gonna close this PSB layer here and you're gonna save it. After you save it, you're gonna hide the top one, and of course I had this one here, and you're gonna see now that the drink is there. So you see now we have this here, then we're gonna hide, and you see now the effect. If you would like to make this drink smaller or bigger, you can always, make the layer active, double click, and let me see. I apologize for my dogs. Of course, they decide to play when I'm here recording. And it all depends on your picture. So again, I am on the PSB layer. I'm gonna close, I'm gonna save, and we're gonna hide, and you have your effect there. So you can have this effect as it is. You can have this effect and use as it is, but I wanted to show you how you would work with this on a 12 by 12, and there are two ways we can kind of transfer this. So another thing that I would recommend is to work on a duplicate of this file. So when you save this, you make a duplicate, and always you keep the main one, and if you break something or something doesn't work, you are always working on your duplicate. Let's start a new layout. I'm gonna put a 10 by 10, and we have this here, and there are two ways that you can do this. My favorite is if you want to work with the background. I'm gonna give ideas with the background and without the background. So you just highlight everything, create a group, and what we're going to do, we're gonna click on the group and drag it to the new layout. When you're here, you let it go. Wait a little bit because it has smart objects. So, and I'm going to just at first move the whole thing over. I'm gonna remove the out select, and then I can move the whole group. Okay. So I'm gonna show you now here what you do with the paper. So suppose you have a paper on the background. So let's do this. Let's do this watercolor paper. This is from the Bloom collection. So let's put this watercolor paper there. I'm gonna put it as the background. Out of the group. Okay. So what we're gonna do now, I'm going to mask the group. And we're gonna get our brush. With your brush in black, I'm gonna use here the new charcoal masks brush, which is four brushes included in the masks, clipping masks, charcoal masks. It comes with the brushes. And basically, I'm going just to remove these edges here to make this blend a little better. You can do this with the mouse. I am doing with my Wacom tablet. I'm gonna put the opacity at 100 just for the edges here, and then I'm gonna reduce. And I always, you guys hear me say this all the time, I always like to I actually can rotate this, so I'm gonna rotate this brush a little bit because I don't want this, I want this edge here of the brush. So mask that, and I'm going to actually move this whole thing to the side. And just so we can blend better here, I'm gonna put a layer on top, and let's bring some of this color back here. And don't be alarmed. We're gonna bring this pinky here, and I'm gonna put and that's how it can work with it. There's many possibilities, okay? So I want to show you now, and actually let me move this a little bit there because we could see the edge there. Okay, so now what I want to show is that if you don't carry with it the background. So as we can see here, this is background that I use it. I'm gonna remove it, and that's what you have it. And what we can do now, you can see that the texture here has some mask. You can bring more or remove more of this newspaper. What I'm going to do is, you know, put some kind of watercolor on the back here. So I'm going to close the group, put a new layer here, and I'm going to bring my water blends too. And I have some stamps. This, I'm gonna make it bigger. Again, option, bring that orange there. Bring this here. I'm going to make it opacity lower. I'm gonna bring this little blue here and a little bit of the pink. Okay, and what you can do as well, you can mask this if you think, oh, it's too much. So this is the dynamic brush. So I'm gonna just remove the tip here so we can see better. And with black, I'm going to remove it, but not as much, right? And I'm gonna brush again. Again, the flow is 70 and the opacity is 70%, so very light. Going to brush it here. I didn't put a new layer, so I brushed on the layer that I masked. You can do that, but I advise to put a new layer. So you can keep working with this, but this effect also is fantastic. So again, this is the photo effect. You can plug and play your own photo, any photo, and from there create your own artistic photo on your layout. So I hope you enjoy. I can't wait to see what you do with it.